Hi, I'm Ajaxpost, and this is the third of my Dynasty Chronicles Let's Plays. Now, before we actually get into the gameplay itself, so we've got something hopefully relatively exciting coming up. Well, interesting perhaps at least. Anyway, right, sorry. Before I get into that, on the last video, I went and did some planting, replacing of dead plants in the greenhouse, and I went through this whole palaver of, because it's a greenhouse and I just had earth in the as the ground there, I couldn't plant anything directly into it because it was all indoors, so I had to take a panel out, plant and stuff, and then put the panel back. And in commenting on that video, Frozen OJ told me about the grass rugs that come with Into the Future expansion pack, which is a pack I've bought and never actually really looked into. I'm not sure I played with anything really from that pack. Taking Frozen OJ's advice, I've replaced, or I put those grass rugs down here into the greenhouse, coloured them. Grass in a greenhouse doesn't look quite right, so I've tried to make it look a bit like earth with some wooden planking around the edges where we're not going to plant anything. And a quick test with Malia, trying to plant from her inventory, and it works like a dream. So I've spent all this time faffing around, taking out panels, planting, putting them back in again, and if I'd only known, I already had a solution to that little problem. So Frozen OJ, thank you so much for that little piece of advice. And again, I mean, that's the beauty of these Let's Plays, I suppose, is that people who watch them can spot all the mistakes and the things you're doing slightly wrong, perhaps, or differently to what they do. And then I, as the Let's Player, can learn from your advice, and hopefully if I do something of interest or slightly different to the way you guys play, then it might do something to help you in your gameplay, just fix a little thing or tweak something that's been frustrating you. As part of that sort of rejigging of the greenhouse, I actually took the pomegranate tree out of the greenhouse and placed it here within the outdoor corral of their little orchard of apple, peach, all sorts of fabulous trees in there. A tree in a greenhouse, it's a bit wrong. It didn't really work, certainly not in this greenhouse that my family has got. Anyway, from there, so what happened last time? Malia, I keep calling Debra Malia. I don't know what it is. I've got Malia on the brain. Debra completed her first wall mural back in town. The two younger girls went to school, and Dolly, this is Dolly here, is off doing some work experience at the, I'll try and get the name right this time, Do Peas Corporate Tower. Desiree, the youngest, is simply doing her homework. Dad Carl is watching some TV, desperately trying to get up his gardening skills, which he requires for his job. And Malia, I am talking about her now, really, honestly, has spent all day in the garden, didn't get a chance to go out to the consignment store to attempt to sell the produce. Maybe having so many plants isn't always such a good thing. She's just having a shower because she was awfully whiffy. And Debra has arranged to meet up with her boyfriend from before she went to university, Johnny Christensen. And I also remembered to actually reset her preferred car. When she went out to do the mural, she actually took the fixer-upper car, which wasn't hers to take, really. Dad had bought her a sloppy jalopy as her sort of get-around car when she went to uni. So she's actually on her way, hopefully. There she goes, off to meet Johnny. So what we'll do is we'll let them work their way around and wait for the game to catch up. Just come in. So it's always a bit slaggy, isn't it, when you first go in? Hello. What is Malia up to? She's checking out the carpet. That's all fine and dandy, but I think actually, seeing as you're hungry, there's nothing in the fridge. So let's, what shall we cook? A chili con carne. Let's do that. That's what she'll do. Yeah, because everyone else is actually getting hungry too. Well, Dolly's not, because she's out doing work. Oh, Desiree's not enjoying her homework. Oh no. Anyway, hopefully that will keep them busy for a little while. Right, now one of the reasons I wanted to come here is to show off. I've already done it in the blog actually, to be honest, but I thought it's even better if you can see it in video. This is a wonderful bistro restaurant lot created by Meg1626, a long-time member of the DD, the Day Deal forum, on the Sims 3 forum site, and one of the creators of Magic Cove, which was a sort of world which the community tried to create. I think, if I remember right, Meg1626, Megan I believe her given name is, created the world, but it was we tried to make it too big and too busy, so I don't think the project ever really got finished, but it did encourage us all to do all sorts of wonderful building. We all created lots for it. It was a really great exercise in the Sims 3 community, and I for one learnt a great deal from the people there in creating my own builds. But this is a wonderful lot, and our two friends here, how come he's got an umbrella and Debra doesn't? And I have a suspicion she may not actually have an umbrella in her inventory. Anyway, can we have a quick look at this lot while we're here? Let's get the walls down. As you can see, it's wonderfully populated. Now I have a feeling I added the bistro oven to the lot. I can't honestly remember what was there before, but I remember I did tinker with it when I first put it into the town, into the world, so that they could use it as a sort of proper restaurant and menus and stuff, which really works rather nicely. Let's put the walls up a little bit. So as you can see, it's beautifully decorated, and has that wonderful sort of Italian bistro feel to it. Lush curtains, simple furniture. A wood oven, of course. Again, I'm not sure if that was... Perhaps I ought to check before I start talking what I've done to it. But it's got room for you to play with and create the restaurant of your dreams. And upstairs, the facilities and a sort of bar area. Again, I don't think Megan included an actual bar here. But if you have got, I think it's late night, is it, that comes with bars, then you can install your own bar there, so it works as a sort of a nectar, or if you want a proper sort of pub bar kind of thing. Are we allowed to talk about alcohol in Sims 3? Yeah, why not? So there's that, and that's it. But as you can see, it just, whoa, control my cursor. It's got a wonderful, fabulous feel. I really enjoy coming here to eat. Well, I enjoy my Sims coming here to eat, put it more accurately. Okay, so what are the pair doing? Now, I don't know about Johnny, but Debra's getting a bit hungry, so let's get our pair in here, and they'll just have a quick sit down here. Now, when I first mentioned this relationship in the first video, I remember saying I tried it before I came back to start the Let's Plays. Actually, let's keep them working. That I'd lost romantic interactions, and I have a feeling that's because Johnny is actually still in high school, and obviously Debra is a young adult now. So I don't think the game allows them to have those romantic interactions. They could be modded, but I don't particularly want to do that in this game. Let's keep it as simple as possible. Right, now while they're doing that, let's just check everyone else. Malia's still making dinner. Hello, what's Carl up to? Oh, okay, fair enough. Right, and Desiree, she's checking for monsters. Ooh, is that a good idea? I'm not sure that is. Trying to do that. See how it turns out. I don't know. Let's get Dad back in here. He'll take a sit. Now, hopefully, it won't be long till Malia's finished cooking, so they can all enjoy a family meal. And Dolly's still there. Okay, so they'll sit here for a moment before they go to eat. No. they'll just engage in some chatting. Yeah, you see, there's nothing romantic here. Sometimes I don't know. I could check possibly. I got one of the NRAS mods on here. How long it will be before he ages up, and they can carry on the romance. Yeah, but I could leave it to the game to work out for me, and I'll do that. They'll just engage in some conversations. And oh dear, looks like Desiree's discovered something unpleasant. Oops, there were monsters under the bed. Oh heck. Ooh, excellent. Malia's finished cooking. And she can call the household to a meal. Right, which means we should be able to concentrate for a few minutes on our lovebirds here.
Czar bet so.
Ah, they're talking about food. Now, does that mean he's hungry as well? As we can see, Debra is quite hungry. So, ooh, where should we have them sit? That nice, cosy. It's annoying, isn't it? Because, as it just disappeared to say, he is the romantic interest here. But I can't do anything romantic with him. Excellent job. Right, so they're two sat together, and they can have a bit more of a gossip. Now, I don't think you can order for the group, can you? Unfortunately. So I'm going to hope that he's hungry, that he'll order food as well. But she's definitely going to need to. Actually, what's her favourite? I don't tend to pay much attention to things like colours and food and stuff. A veggie burger. That kind of fits, doesn't it, I suppose, with the kind of person she is. A street artist, you know, eccentric, a bit perceptive, avant-garde. Yeah, she could probably be a vegetarian. Yeah. Now, does this restaurant serve vegetarian? I think I did include, because you can set the recipes up for your bistro restaurant. So, if we no veggie burger. Or maybe it doesn't serve burgers at all, because it's supposed to be a sort of Italian place. So, pizza, calzone, is that how you pronounce it? I'll go for a cheese tofu steak. What are you doing, girl? Sometimes his free will is just... you see, you make a lovely little couple. Ooh, that's an interesting bit of gossip. Hey! And our middle daughter, Dolly, has successfully completed her days at Dupy's Corporate Towers. What a ridiculous name for a company. Dedicated, quick learner, things they prize in real employees. They were well impressed with her. You've earned a little bit of money. That will be the 500 simoleons we just saw pop up. And your school performance has improved, which is a good job too, because she didn't actually do her homework today. And she's probably feeling a little bit too stressed and stuff to actually do it. So we'll let her get home. Just check. What's everyone doing here? Yeah, she can play. Looks like they've all had their meals. Why did Malia take so long? Was she having double helpings? Oh, she made the meal herself, and she's made it too spicy for her. Ah, dear. Ghost. Oh, ghost. Does she? No. Oh, she does. So it's decided for itself to put some of her herbs or spices or whatever into the food that she's cooking. I never knew it did that, which is a bit... dear, poor woman. Oh dear. Well, everyone else seems to have enjoyed it, don't they? Oh, Carl didn't like it. Desiree. No, actually, nobody liked it. Right. Do you think perhaps you ought to throw that away and make something slightly less spicy? Otherwise, I'm going to leave that in the fridge, and they're going to be eating that for breakfast tomorrow. What's her stats like? Let's see what we can get her to do. Oh, she's fine. You can put away the leftovers and then clean up. And once she's finished eating this chili that's too hot for her, oops, she can cook something else. I like to have food in the otherwise I get into a rush at breakfast time, and nobody gets. They all end up eating cereal, as you saw in the first video. Okay, so what could she have? Ratatouille. None of this is really breakfast food, is it? If it's, oh, should I? Oh, yeah, go for it, Adrian. Let's see what they do. Okay, and Carl, once he's done that, he's probably going to have to compete with Desiree for the toilet. He can deal with that. Then it's a bit early yet. Do we want to send him to bed? Ooh, I don't know. Where's the snake gone? Where's Franny, I think we called it. Being a San Francisco Garters, was it? I can't remember. Now, Carl was the last person I think we saw playing with it. He's kept it! No, don't. Why would you do that? That's better. Oh, show the snake info. Is that what I was looking for the other day? Uncommon 90. I can't remember what I was looking for in the previous video. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, I don't remember. Well, I do remember stuff. I remember lots of stuff, actually, to be fair to myself. But most of it's quite some time ago and irrelevant to almost anything I actually do in real life. But there you are. That's me. Okay, you can fill that. We'll come back and deal with you later. What can little Desiree do? Yes, you need some fun, actually. You've had a stressful day doing your homework. Once Dolly gets home, will we let her? Oh, when she gets back, where is she now? Oh, she's miles away. It'll be a couple of minutes before she comes back home. And then we'll get her, see if she likes the spicy chili, and then deal with her energy levels and stuff. I suppose she's got school tomorrow, hasn't she? She has, but she hasn't done her homework. Oh dear. We'll see how that patterns out. Okay, so right. You see, if I was writing this as a story, as I did on the blog, you wouldn't see all this of me faffing around, but maybe that's the fun of a Let's Play. Or I could edit it so it all looks seamless as one continuous stream of well-organised action. Come on, young man. Order something. I think you're hungry. Oh, go on. No. You're going to leave her to it? Oh, it's a shame. I can't remember how I did it last time, because the last time they met here before Debra went away to university, I'm sure I had them both eating. You know, whether it was just waiting the game out until it gave me what I wanted. I don't think I used one of the mods. I don't think I had a mod to do that. And it's a style, isn't it? This hat malarkey. As soon as I get to, if these two, as I plan to, actually turn out to be a couple, she's going to do her homework. She's doing that there. Oh, you poor girl! No, go home. No, not you. You've already eaten. There you go. Yep. All right. Eat leftovers. Chili con carne. Right. And just in case I don't come back to deal with you. She's got homework out, so it's not in her inventory at the moment. Okay. All right. You'll be cooking burgers for breakfast tomorrow, And oh, you can carry on playing for a while. Actually, once you've done that, does no, Carl's okay for hygiene. There you go. Oh, I can't be doing with pranking. Right. He's doing a lot of talking, which is lovely. No, he's going for the ice cream. That's it. Get out of the... Oh, no. Which means he's going to get fat. Okay. Are you going to deliver my meal? You come into a bistro to have a lovely meal and someone steals the seat you're looking for. She's loving it. Oh, that's good. No, you don't want... Oh dear, oh dear. Some random stranger. It's probably a little bit old for her, I'd suggest. Oh! Malia has learned 28 recipes to complete the Menu Maven Skill Challenge. I didn't even know that was a thing. So well done, Malia. Check her skill journal for information about the reward. And she's at level 8 cooking skill and can prepare grilled salmon. And check the recipe, check the bookstore for new recipes as well. Ooh. So, 45. That's the thing, when you get all the expansion packs and the store content and the world, the number of recipes rockets up. So, I think it said she knew 28, and she's only 45% of the way through. Okay. That's an odd order, isn't it? 50, 75 and 28. Random. Okay. Yeah, that's all well and good. Oh, Malia. Woohoo in the cup. With whom? With hubby. It could be sat out there for a while waiting. I thought you were tired. He is. It must be that spicy. That ghost chili must have an effect on their libido. Okay, well, he's out of the shower now, so I think you, Desiree can do that. Now the thing is, will she then go to bed? That's not your bed. Sleep. Now she was afraid of monsters earlier. Oh, that mood that's gone. Oh, maybe we've come out of that. Excellent. Now, are we actually going to see any romance here? No, you're not talking to this mysterious stranger. Come on, Johnny. Get yourself over there. So, what should we talk about? Share a secret, that's always a good one. Can she describe a radical idea? There was a wish for that, wasn't there? Who's Denise Frink? I've no idea. Now, can they do that sat down? I don't know. We'll find out. She's getting a bit tired, actually. I mean, it's nice to see her young boyfriend, who annoyingly is too young for the game, if you will. But maybe... oh, I do wish he'd age up. I want to move on. I want to make sure that we've got a couple going forward for our next generation of the story. Okay, we'll leave them to it. Let's get back home. Okay, looking very seductive, Mr. Carl. We're waiting for the wife. You'll probably fall asleep by the time she's finished cooking that. Ooh, how's Dolly liking the chili? I have a feeling she might not like it either. We'll see. He's sounding tired, isn't he? I'm not surprised. Honestly. No. Nobody liked that chili. Oh no. Oh, it's a shame. Oh, clear it up, clean it up, and with any luck, Desiree will be out of the shower. Oh yeah, she's very nearly finished. Okay. Right, so a couple of lovebirds have gone into the kitchen itself in this bistro to describe this radical idea. Oh, is the chef, or was it closed up for the day? Oh, ice cream machine. I've heard tell, I don't really use them in my games, but I have heard tell that the ice cream maker and the deep fat fryer are very attractive to Sims, and if you leave them to it, they will gorge themselves on the ice cream and the deep fat stuff until they become extremely unathletic, if I can put it like that. Right. So this radical idea is taking a lot of explaining to do. No. She could tell him a funny story, I suppose. Though it is getting a time for bed, I suppose. There's not even a hug or anything in here. So what would you do? A shaka bra? It's not terribly romantic, is it? But we'll do that. I think that's always good for relationships. And then they can say goodbye, and she could head off back home. Well, having finished cooking breakfast of burgers tomorrow, Malia has decided to accept Carl's invitation for a little bit of rumpy-pumpy. Now, don't think I've seen this before. So, what does this involve? But before we do that, what's Dolly up to? She's having a shower, and then she might as well go to bed as well. 9:30? Reasonable, isn't it? Extreme sleep. Oh, go on then. Right, anyway. So we're not getting any romance from the young couple. So how about the more mature couple? What's... Oh, I say. All very Titanic. Well, that's good to know. Johnny, I think, enjoyed that date, although I couldn't call it a date. Again, I think because of the age difference between the two of them. That night out. But a good catch-up. That should do their friendship no harm at all. So that's fine. Oh, I say, a few individuals have experienced an outing so excellent, so delightful, so titillating, as the one just concluded. Titillating. Now, there's a fun word. Pause the game there for a second. I went into the save mode, so I've just sort of going to clip that out of the video. I probably shouldn't tell you that, should I? So you'll think it's all entirely seamless and perfectly recorded first time round. But hey, you know better than that. Okay, so they're lovely. I mean, they've been a couple for so long now. Their oldest daughter is at university, and they still love each other dearly and enjoy both the physical as well as the emotional relationship that they have. That's lovely, that's lovely. But why on earth would you want to make out in a two-seater car? Well, no accounting. Anyway, they're both looking reasonably good in terms of their stats. Oh, Malia's afraid of the dark. I probably knew that at one point, but it was something I don't play with, and it is getting dark outside because it's coming up to 10 o'clock of the evening. Stats are looking good for both of them, so I think we can send them both off to bed. And that's actually a nice end to the day. So Dolly's in the shower. She'll be in bed soon. How long does it take to do it? Oh, she's nearly ready. And Debra, for a very successful date, despite the fact that he actually didn't spend any time eating with her. He went off to get his ice cream on his own. He enjoyed it, which is good. And again, I think Debra's looking clean. Doesn't have any bladder issues, so we can send her straight to bed. And we'll close this chapter there when she gets home. You going to be here anytime soon, dear? There she is. Okay, so I will send her to bed, and they can do their sleeping offline, as it were. And we will resume and see what we can get the girls in particular up to tomorrow. I think what we will do, we've got that opportunity for Desiree to get a common relic. Now, I don't remember if I said this in the previous video, but Malia and Carl had been to Egypt before and have collected some stuff, so I might see if I can swizzle that here and just take one of their items out of their inventory to give to her, and that will appease the teacher and give her good grades from school. And we'll see how Dolly's work experience compared to actually doing her homework. Oh dear. I'm sure the teachers won't mind. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, because I will forget for the next video, I've discovered why I had Dolly collecting snakes, because it was a while ago. As I said, I took quite a couple of months at least a break from the game at the end of the year before coming back to it for the video series. The reason I had Dolly collecting stuff is because she's got the zoologist lifetime wish, and I can't honestly remember if I gave that to her, because it's something I haven't done before, I think, or whether it was one of those I let the game randomly assign to her. So now I know why I had her collecting stuff. Now, whether we actually get a basement full of little animals, I wonder how I'll play that. If I play Dolly at all much, because the legacy should concentrate really on the air. Anyway, that's all for the future. That's this chapter over. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Any comments, any suggestions, please leave them in the comments box below, and I'll also put up a link for Megan's wonderful Italian grill bistro restaurant, so if you haven't already got it, you can have a look at it and download it for your own games. It really is a very nice restaurant building. Anyway, for now, this is Ajaxpost saying thank you for watching and bye for now.